Welcome back to Maypole V3. I guess testing commences or continues on this. This is a new version. The rest of the monkey show will have got access to it today. Does help if you join the farm. In fact, I only finished it like today, but I do know of one problem, one minor hiccup, which is right here, this draw plane. I've looked in the XML file. It's set in the XML file correctly, but for some reason it's still floating. So I've got to look in the animal husbandry section and see if it's got its own little section in there like it used to back in 17 and before then, for its min and max movements. But other than that, you know, it's there. I've given myself a bit of money, nothing too much, just, you know, just so we can get things like this, cows in. Now you've already seen this. This was, you know, we did this in the last video. So what's changed in this version other than floating straw? Well, the feeding trough, as you can see, is no longer shown as full. And then round here we now have the BGA. So all those giving out about the BGA not having a silage clamp, well, we've got a silage clamp, but there's a catch. This BGA, and yes, I do know about the grass there, don't worry, that won't be there in the next version. And this version 3 won't be ready for release for quite a while anyway. You're looking at a minimum of 2 months. I'm personally thinking it's going to be more like 3 or 4 months before I give a release date. But there's a silage clamp. Now the catch, you start on farmer mode, you get all of this, the silage clamp, all these sheds, all the starting equipment, the ability to buy animals, and the BGA. You start on any other difficulty or any other mode, and that BGA it ain't going to be there. So that solves the problem about those moaning about the BGA, right? It's got a silage clamp. Oh, well, I guess the new moan will be, but there's no BGA on the map, like there's no wood cell points. Tough. You, as Stardog said, be careful what you wish for. Well, you wanted a silage clamp, there's a silage clamp. You don't want to start on this difficulty, well, that's your problem, not mine. Right, so what else has changed? Well, shall we go and we should take the pickup, shouldn't we? Because, well, you know, we've got it, we may as well use it. As you can see, the shed here is gone. I'm having a little play around with that area at the moment in my head, because the chicken coop used to be there in 17, so I'm having a little mess around and working it all out as to how I want to go about that, and if I want to put the chicken coop there again. Probably will, because, well, it was there in 17, it should be there in 19, right? The map was, after all, built for 19. Am I unmuted? I am. That's good to know, because I have a tendency to forget that I'm muted, and then I'm talking away and nobody hears me. But yesterday I was just too tired, you know. So here we go into the new and improved area. Some work still to be done here, like here. That will be closed off, so you won't be able to just drive around the shed. But the new shed, because you don't need to store any grain here, so a new shed, an area to store equipment, or pallets if you so choose, bale storage, and the trusty area to buy sheep. Hello David, need to put sign-ups. What, for the cow and sheep pasture again now? Put them back up. But we now have sheep. In fact, you can thank that person in chat as to why this is back, because I wasn't going to do the sheep pasture originally, but it was Farmer Dad who was like, well, you should do it. So it's done. And if you do not start on hard, on farmer mode, this is still a field. It's a field regardless, but it's a field without farmer mode. So it's a grass field without farmer mode. So there's a bonus. Only starting in farmer mode. Yes, definitely. That's a good point. I can do that, can't I? Ah, see. That's why I listen to him, because otherwise I'd be like, yeah, I don't need to do that. People easily find their way after getting lost 6 billion times. I mean, it's not like I'd never get lost on this map myself. So we'll go on. And the fields haven't changed. The field numbers are exactly the same. Nothing else has changed, just animal zones have been put in. And thanks to Farmer Dad. Hello Armour. The signs that used to be like the one that used to be on the top of there, that would indicate that the sheep pasture was coming up. Well, you'd be basically on top of the sheep pasture when you saw it, but you'd see the sign and you go, yep, sheep pasture, and you'd take an immediate right. Or left if you already drove past it, which I did once before. And then he's on about the other one, that would be here. No, not here, further on. It would be further up here, just about here somewhere, there where this sign is. And you'd have the cow sign, and there'd be one on the other side of the road as well, so that you'd know that, you know, you're the turning that you want to get to the main farm. The dairy farm is that way, and the other one is for the sheep farm. No. And as soon as I get round to looking at how to get fencing in, or not fencing, working gates, then we'll have interesting moments. All of this is online right now, just so you guys know. So you can actually, if you've got the server mods and the latest version of Maypole, which is in Discord, you can actually jump on. That's not helpful, parking that close to a wall. See, this is why we prefer right-hand drive, because when we park close to a wall, we get out. We don't get stuck in a wall. Should I join Discord and see if anyone's in? Let's do that. Recording though. There. Right. Anyway, moving on. The other things that'll be brought in are, as I've pointed out before, the wood stacks. Just little bits of junk that you'd have found here. The other thing that's got to be brought in is in here still, for the work, or the repair station.
Hello.
Hello, Armour. I don't have who's coming in on, so there is that. No. Right. Sitting in the car waiting for the kids to be done. Sounds, at least, what was it you always say? You always stream when I'm on the way out. At least I started while you was out this time. Right, so, need to buy some fields because I didn't give any starting fields. And because we've got cows, we should definitely look at buying a grass field. Maybe 2. Or do we need to? Actually, yes, we'll buy 2. And then one can be silage and one can be grass. And field 27 maybe do is a wheat field for straw. Because I don't think there's anything on there at the moment, no. Anything growing? Nothing growing there, and it needs ploughing. Of course it does. No? Don't start off with a mower, do you? That ain't good. Let's fix that problem. I could do straw bales, not straw bales, hay bales or silage bales. Both of which are obviously classed as silage. Which tractor should... Why is this power of my tractors actually? You are 170 and you are 142. I don't think they're powerful enough. 160 plus 70, I need a different tractor. So let's see. Well, it won't be the fence, 300. What do you go up to? 150, no good. You ain't gonna... So the only one here is the Volta N, or we go into the medium class tractors. That would be more than enough power, 120,000. Or we just go all out and 143,261 horsepower. What do you go up to actually? 175, that's not worth it. You? No. You? No. Jeez. The John Deere. That's not engine. That's engine. 164. That's definitely not worth it. It's tyre. Can't do anything with. The Volta T. 250. Or the Massey. 280. But that we're getting into expensive stuff then. Okay. We'll go with small tractors, the Volta, because but not that colour. That colour. We won't put wheel weights on it. 152,000, and it's not looking like a John Deere.
My Volta doesn't look like a Deere either. It's red.
Mine's black. Buy that. And bale spikes. Just got the big just get the big M. Could have done that, but would the big M go underneath that shed? That's the question. Don't have the money to do things like that. Hang on, where am I going? I wanted to take this tractor down and sell it, because we don't need 3 tractors on here. I only need the 2. One for carting and one for working the fields. And I presume you're still in Minecraft armour.
Yeah.
Geez, this is a slow tractor. 26 miles an hour, and it doesn't look slow, but it feels slow. But then again, I was racing earlier on Race Room, so that might kind of explain why everything looks like it's moving a bit slower than expected. No, I'll probably only be streaming for about an hour because I've got dinner cooking. Oh, he's like, damn, you could have streamed a bit longer. See? Can't, because got to sort food out. Well, it'll not sort it out, but put it out after it's cooked, haven't I? I don't want to be sitting here and still streaming and it gets burnt. So we'll get 87,000 back for that one. That's perfect. Got 197,000 in the bank, plus 500k loan that we can take out, and put drive control on does help. Right, and away we go. Ooh. See, I've got my flashy things on, even though there's nobody going to hit me. But if I hit anything, it was its fault, not my fault. It jumped out at me. So yeah, I will look into putting them signs in, David. I will include them with the farm shed, so I don't have to have loads of different XMLs for different things being spawned in. Because the BGA is now spawned in as well. Although I haven't tested it outside of this mode, but it should spawn in only with farmer mode. Let's change you to you, drop you there a minute. You know what, I've just thought, I didn't need a front loader. The John Deere's a front loader. Now I've got two front loaders. Oh well. There's a wall there. Feels good to be back on the farm though, David, or to see the farm back as it was. A few minor little hiccups here and there, but it's good. Feels good. I think I will see, after I've had my dinner and that, I will see if Ray's doing any race room. If he is, then I'll probably stream that as well, if he's okay with it. Oh, we're missing a bit of grass. It's not good. What I need to get is a rake and a forage harvester, so I can start picking this grass up, feed the cows, and give some to the sheep. I wonder if it should tell me on here, shouldn't I? Shouldn't it rather? So with sheep, does it? That isn't sheep, that's sheep. Grass and hay is considered as grass for sheep, but for cows it's considered as silage. Well, hay is, rather. That's a weird one. That's why I used to use the grass mod. That would make hay be read as grass. Okay. In 17. So it just didn't make sense how they'd set that up. It should have been, you know, grass is grass at the end of the day. I know that they use hay as a silage supplement, but it's also used as a grass supplement. When the hay runs out, then they start using silage bales. And then of course later tonight it'll be back on Maypole, but V2, the server. Back on the server. Trying to make money. We've got, well, we're flipping fields, so we've got a few things to do. I think it's straw that we've got to bale, or to pick up, one or the other. And then we'll sell the fields and move on to the next one. Or next two. And oh, and we've got one field to harvest as well. Come to think of it, we've got a barley field to harvest. So we've got one to harvest and one to bale. May as well get these couple of bits. And that, wow, I did miss quite a bit actually, here and there. Well, we'll get them. We'll kill them before we go into the next field. Or not. It's not ready to actually be mowed. Okay. No, that one. Harvesting all bales done. Okay. Well, we won't be doing that then. We'll be looking for something else to do. So those fields are ready to be sold then, if they haven't been sold back already, and get the next fields going. Run the birds over. If only. So we'll get a rake and we'll take all this. In fact, what I should do is rake it and then test the silage clamp out, shouldn't I? Throw a bit in the silage clamp and see. That would make more sense. Slightly tight squeeze there. No, that way. That's it. Let's get a better run at this. Go in cab because then I can actually see. There we go. It's easy when you think about it. Right, let's go and get a rake. And which rake are we going to use? Well, you do 8.5 and you do 9.3, but I prefer this one personally. Right. Second field still to be done. Okay. So we've still got that one barley field to be harvested, and then or baled, one or the other. Harvesting. All bales done. So it's okay. We will soon knock that field out. Plus it's a long thin field, so it makes actually a decent baling field because it's a longer windrows. Fewer actual rows to bale, but long. So you could actually combine two into one if you wanted. Not that I would recommend it, but you could do. How I see it, by the time you've put two or three rows into one, you may as well have just baled all 3 rows. Or pick them up with the forage wagon, one or the other, because you're doing exactly the same amount of work for the same outcome. You only did one field, okay. Yeah, so then now it's, 31 I think it was. Let's bring it. Yeah, that long thin one there by 30. Just at the northeast of Earth 27. That's the one that we've got to do on the server. Right, let's go and rake. And we'll start somewhere here. But before we start it, I'll just go and check the dinner. Be right back. Right, lower that and let's go. So I might not actually be going an hour. That's cooking a lot faster than expected. It's pasta salad that we're having. I might regret it later, but the kids decided they wanted that, and it was like, okay, fine. And I was all for meat and cooked dinner, you know, but no, fine, it's good. I know if I had the big M, must go watch the boys, talk to you later. Yep, see you, David. And if I had the big M, David, I would have not had to do this. I'd have been picking it up now with the forage wagon, but I didn't have the money for the big M. I would have to go and sell a lot of stuff out of the silos, because obviously farmer mode, there's stuff in the silos to sell, because it's a fresh game. It's not the same game from yesterday. Because of the sheep pens being, or sheep zone pouring. Armour's back. Probably been back a while,
Yep.
haven't you?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa. You got a zombie? Skeleton?
Lava. I almost jumped right into it.
It's okay, it'll warm you up.
Yeah.
Are you playing modded or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Ooh, yeah, not good. You don't want to be jumping into a bit lava with vanilla.
No.
At least with modded you can craft some stuff that won't protect you completely from lava, but will help.
And you can enchant, get fire protection stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla, but I don't like armor.
You don't like armor?
No, I want to show my skin. So most of the time, I walk with only diamond boots on.
And see, that's an oversight by the developers, by Mojang. But then
Why?
with now you can use a shield, can't you? So you can defend yourself as well. Because the boots will consider because they're considered armor. They
But
no, but I mean, but because they're considered as an armor, they protect your chest and everything. Whereas if different parts of the body had its own armor value, depending on if you was wearing any or not, then you know you wouldn't be able to go out with just boots on and be protected.
Yeah.
So oversight by Mojang.
But this is not a realistic English, so
Actually, that's done. So let's take this back up.
my boots are more, I can jump farther down, don't take that much damage and stuff like that on them.
Mm-hmm. Let's go and get a forage wagon now. Loading wagon. Well, it looks like it'll be young. And yes, we'll be buying you. I hope the silage clamp works, because that took a bit of time getting that in. Let's pick up all this and get to work. May as well go up this line then. There we are, full. First load of grass. That didn't work, did it? Because when he goes in the bunker, it turns to chaff immediately, doesn't it?
I'm not watching your streams. I'm watching 2 streams at the same time. Sorry.
What's this? Toggle map
That is
size.
crash.
Yeah, this didn't work. This is grass. Okay, so something to be fixed still. Damn. That did close good. Maybe it's something in the XML file itself, because everything else is where it should be.
But if you go in the bunker, you don't even have the percentage.
Yeah,
Bunker, so
that's true. Hey Rory, welcome to the stream, bud.
sorry.
It's okay.
My
I will. Do you get that percentage regardless if you've got any in there or not? You do? Okay, so now I can just mess around and put a bunker in, try and figure out how to get the bunker to work, and then as soon as I load it up I don't have to put grass in there, I can just go walk in there. If I get the 0% then or the 0 litres, then I know it's been recognised as a bunker.
Because the bunker is placeable with you place it with that stuff in there.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I'll just feed this to the cows, and after dinner I will be back in the editor and things, looking at how to fix that and the XML files. That was.
I think it's only to take the filling levels from the bunker, stuff like the stuff from a normal bunker, and place it in.
Yeah, I've got all the triggers in there, but it just didn't work for some reason. Not sure why, but we'll find out. There we go. Go and give this to the cows. Means we'll have to bring a conveyor belt and conveyor all that grass out into the forage wagon. That didn't make much of a dent.
How many cows do you have?
That's a good question, not sure. 38.
So, how much money do you start with now in start farm?
Oh, 100,000, but I cheated a bit of money in, just so I could get some things done, sorted for testing.
But still, it's a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hello, Stu.
Let's see.
And get
Back picking up
nice.
grass. Okay.
Mm,
So you're picking up grass, aren't you?
I am.
Is that the Vulture without any colours on it? That's terrible.
The Voltra without the JD colours, I know. But there's a John Deere on this farm, so that was why he was like, well, I won't go with the JD colours. I'll give these to the sheep. This bit to the sheep, rather. Oh, I hear Minecraft. You're killing grass
Sorry.
as well. No, it's fine. You're killing grass as well.
No tree leaves.
Ah. I take it you're also playing vanilla.
Yes. Mugs play modded Minecraft. I play vanilla. Absolute little Neds play it. That's what it is. I'm currently building a free farm. Rather than just putting down a bunch of saplings, I like to build a farm itself for trees.
Mm-hmm.
Saves me rushing straight. I don't like the gameplay where you rush straight to the end, kill the dragon, and say, "Oh, I'm done."
Yeah, no.
That was boring. Where's the next game? And
I'm not been done this yet on this.
I've not even been vanilla yet in this.
I don't know how many hours I spent on Minecraft before finally it was, well, should we go to the end and kill the dragon? I'd never seen the end. I had no idea what to expect, and that's not the one. And got there and killed the dragon, and it was like, that's it, really? Won't be doing that again.
Have you tried it since they made the combat update?
No.
The dragon's now got a breath attack that lies on the ground, so like the fire will stay on the ground where it breathes, and it will burn eternally. And you can put the fire it breathes on the ground into a bottle and use it to make better potions.
Ah. So you don't. Sometimes it's better not to kill the dragon, but go there and
But you
just
can-
harvest it. I know you can
And now
respawn
you
it
can-
as well, can't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, the new update you can revive it from vanilla.
just revive the bugger and play again.
Yeah.
But you don't get the benefits of or the achievements after killing it once, do you? Once you've killed it, you've killed
you
it.
achieve it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you achieve it once, but who cares about achievements? They've changed
I
the
did-
achievement system completely as well.
Ah.
I did in before never crafted. Made a crafting table.
He never made a crafting table.
Yeah, I stole crafting tables from other people.
Ah. I stole it from a village. I steal a lot from villages actually. Now villages actually got quite a lot in them.
Yeah, I always look for a village. I always build a crafting table, a sword, an axe, and go out, chop one tree down.
Yeah, the thing is, the place I'm building in now was a village.
And
I tear it down.
and then I upgrade my tools to stone, and then I just go looking for a village. And once I found a village, I settle there.
Yeah, by the way, Roy, if you're going to settle in a village now, tear down all the doors.
Why is that?
Village raids.
Ah,
There's villagers and then there's illagers who raid villages, and they bring these giant fucking
Is there a new
rhino.
update that's coming?
Sorry.
Is
Yeah.
there a new update that's coming? Yeah.
Yeah, they bring these giant rhino-like beasts that knock down things.
so
Yeah.
if it doesn't have a door on, then they won't raid it, or if they do raid it,
No, they won't raid it because it's not counted as a village. It needs doors to be a village.
ah,
So if you knock on the doors, you still have all the village buildings, but it's not a village, so they won't get raided.
Okay. Right. I'm disappointed with that.
So an iron farm is gonna be fun.
Yes, unless you build an iron farm in the air.
Mine is up in the air.
Yeah, so they can't raid it because they can't get to it.
No, graphic growth, let's get that to appear there.
But one is, I think, if they go into it, they're gonna die. So because water stream down to the lava, so no problems there.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to farm villagers.
Let's go and have a look at here.
Hello.
I lost our dog.
Hey, Stardog.
Hey, gents.
Let's see. So maps, not placeables, animals. Not animals. It's map scripts.
Oh, and this new snapshot is laggy as fuck. Like whenever there's a light update, or whenever something's decaying, like leaves, it just drops the FPS. Like there's no tomorrow.
I don't know. I'm playing with it. I'm playing on server, so.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll get it optimized before they release it, because this is a nightmare. Whenever I kill a tree, it's because they've changed it. So whenever you kill a tree now, instead of getting saplings, you can get saplings, sticks, or apples out of, well, apples out of oaks or dark oaks, but you get sticks as well out of trees for branches. So then it's now having to calculate, does this decay or not, and what do I give it?
Yeah. It sounds like modded now, because you get sticks in modded Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So they.
And then there's the light levels. That's always been a nightmare, is the light levels, because FPS dropped, but for some reason in a snapshot, it's really pronounced. As soon as it turns night or day and it's changing the light levels, you get real stutters everywhere.
Not that one. Not solo. It's bunker solo. I want.
Not that.
So do you have something in there?
So you've been busy this morning, Roy?
Yeah.
Well, today, not busy morning for you.
So is it going to have to be like that then? Everything in one spot, it looks like it. Just trying to work out why this isn't being seen as a silage bunker.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew how that stuff worked. Maybe someday I will.
If you watch Roy too.
Yeah. I'd like to make a map sometime. Just to try it, just for myself.
I can edit the maps.
Yeah,
like
I can do that.
Change texture and stuff like that. That's the only thing I can do.
I'd like to make one from start sometime.
Chocolate. Can I get my last chocolate?
Chocolate? Spoiled stuff, it's poison.
It's better than gum,
Then what?
and gum.
Gum?
Yeah.
I don't eat
Chewing
gum.
gum.
I don't eat it. Don't like it.
Well, I've got a bag of pork rinds. Is that better?
Like that was not an excuse. He needs the energy to recover.
Pork rinds with hot sauce on them, man, that's good.
I got pasta salad cooking.
Salad? I love salad.
Yeah, this is pasta.
Oh, pasta. Yeah, I can't eat that, but I love pasta.
My son was on about that. He loves Coca-Cola. I was like, yep,
Yeah.
you'll love it until it doesn't love you anymore.
Yep.
And he was like,
Yeah.
no, I love Coke. I was like, yeah, you'll either drink it to the point that you don't like it, or you'll like it, but it won't agree with you anymore. It won't like you anymore. It's like,
Your stomach isn't gonna like it.
Carbonation's terrible for your stomach.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
And that, like you said, that happened to me with Coke. Normal
Same
Coke.
here.
I need to drink zero.
Coke
I
Zero.
get so, yeah, I get so bubbly with normal Coke.
hmm Is Coke Zero the one with no sugar? Is that one? No added sugar.
Yeah.
I do
like
in
split it in.
Pepsi Max even.
Yeah, I if I had to drink Coke, I would drink none of the stuff that says diet, because that's worse for you than any of the others.
Yeah, I have a Coke Zero occasionally, but carbonation really messed my stomach up
Yeah.
a couple years ago.
I can't have carbonated stuff.
Yeah.
I need
Zero.
to avoid it. I shouldn't be eating pasta, but you know, you only live once, right?
Yeah.
So they
So they
say.
tell us.
Yeah.
Unless you're like religious and then you get to go to heaven and you'll have a second time. Or hell and you'll have a second time.
Depending on which religion, you're already in hell.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yes.
this something for you?
What?
Mod for testing this bunker. Is it,
Is it the one from PCSG?
no.
The light on it.
Yeah, but I can't include it in the map because it's somebody's work, so I can't actually use it, because I would have to ask permission to include it in the map, because when they play the map, it has to be either included in the map or a link given to the mod to say you need this mod in your mods folder in order for the bunker to function.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan of that rubbish. I always make mods for games I make off my own stuff or not at all.
So
Because some people can be right pins in the bums is how I'll phrase it.
That's very kindly phrased.
Mm-hmm. I thought I wouldn't annoy Roy's stream too much. Because
You
everybody's got
stream
their
today,
favourite... Sorry, Armour.
I watched your stream today, so
Oh, that was watching. I just noticed there's one viewer on it. I was like, somebody's watching.
I watched a video from yesterday. It was starting from the beginning on
Yeah.
transport, so I could see what you did to start. So it helped me last night start my game.
bunkers.
Yeah, well, the one I did this morning was continuing on from 1919, so I've got planes going. And my planes are actually making a profit.
I was having trouble trying to work something out. I can't remember what it was.
I watched for maybe 20 to 40 minutes because then I start streaming on my own. Digital Minecraft.
It's cool, man. If you want to watch, you don't, it's fine.
It's so weird to see you stream that more.
Yeah, I know. I figured, fuck it, I'd rather just stream it rather than record it than upload it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's one of the big limitations for me to upload is, well, for me to make series is upload times.
Yeah, that's why I prefer to stream it.
Just stream it and then leave it up there. Whereas the proper series, like the RP and whatever, I'll record that naturally and upload it. Or I could even just do like a private stream, but can you schedule a stream to be made public?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I might just stream them on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, you can.
Save the uploads altogether.
Does help if I quit that before I try to edit the file. Yeah, you
You
can do a
can
private
make-
stream and then and once you're done, schedule it to whatever time you want.
When you're
Okay.
done, you can still do it. Black Fox did it, done it like that, because he streams. You can see the stream, but then he scheduled it for a week after to be uploaded.
That sounds ideal. It saves me just leaving the computer on a Friday night then, or a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. Right. Let's go in and see if this recognises it as a bunker. I don't know if this will update. We can try load that up.
Let's play Minecraft.
Yep. I put this headphones on after I started the game, so the game sounds still come out of the speakers.
So in new game mode it doesn't show. So let's go quit and start a new game.
I could just quit Minecraft and restart it, but I can't be asked.
But you didn't have my nice problem today. My headphone was plugged in, worked and everything, but the software didn't pick them up. What? I was looking. How is that possible?
Hi Shamaria. Welcome.
Still didn't pick up, huh?
Nope. So let's under a new game save.
Shamari.
Shamari.
Shamari Gufri?
Mm-hmm.
Shamaria, or
Yeah.
there's plenty of ways you can pronounce that.
So you somehow use one of the default cow enclosures to create that open pasture?
I did.
Wow. Steely-eyed missile man, dude.
So I haven't got the F1 menu. F1 menu, thank you. Because it didn't show up as being a bunker.
Or this one today. I look at my screen. How many screens I have?
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 somehow. And I only have 3 screens looking at screen. I have 1 virtual screen. But that is not correct.
Well, according to my computer, I got like 6 video outputs.
Yeah, I remember you from
Well,
last night. No, it's welcome back. Sorry, I was tired last night though. I just...
Yeah. I was going to bed as Roy streams.
Believe me, I started the stream. I was okay until I started the stream, and then the humming of the engine and everything. I was like, yeah, I'm ready for bed. So that didn't work. So it's still not being recognised as a silage clamp. Interesting.
I like this mending. It's the best thing.
Mending, yeah. You can get that in a fishing rod. Your fishing rod never runs out. Because the mending means every time you fish up a fish, you get XP.
Yeah.
But the XP is more enough to replace the durability you wasted getting it.
Yeah, I'm using it on my pickaxe.
Right up. Right.
You can join this server if you want to. I
That's
might let
cool.
you.
I like my own single player world. I don't play well with others.
Yeah,
He
it's
doesn't
only me
play well
online, so
together.
It's not the most popular server. It's only me.
So, so could it...
look at 4D modding now on Facebook say. You said FSCK was bad, Roy, with mod release.
Yeah.
Giants is even worse. 2 months ago he uploaded mods.
Yeah, but they went for their Christmas break, and then of course all the mods coming on after that. It's obviously they have a very, very small testing crew, but you know for a fact that the ones who test on Giants are testers. They ain't people who sit there and go, I don't like the game, and I think all maps should be built this particular way, you know.
So he uploaded his. It was some trailers he released, build trailers. He not released for PC players already.
So, bunker silo translate, yeah, static, true. Acid shape, transform group. Why are silage bunkers always the issue that I have? I had the same issues in 17, not what I'm having right now, but the same issues with bunkers in 17, or issues with bunkers in 17. Everything else worked perfect straight out, but silage clamps, not so much. Am I miss? Placement, position, snap size. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. Bunker silo. Bunker silo accepts all of that, which turns it straight into chaff. Output will be silage. Fermenting hours is 6 hours. Distance to compact fill level is equals 100. Opening length is 5. Area start node 1. 0 start node width and height. Interaction trigger node equals 0. Bunker silo. Done all of that. That's in place. But you're not reading it as a bunker. Wait. You're not reading this as a bunker because I had a similar problem. What have I got you set up here as? Bunker silo large. Let's just do a little test, because when I had done this with the sheep, they didn't appear where they should have been. So let's do that. We don't need you open. Goodbye. Let's open this zip file and replace that one. Put
Should
you
we
in
do the
there.
sheep?
Yeah, I've done the sheep. And load the game.
Check that out. I don't know where it's at in 17th version. I haven't ordered it up.
Go out the farm and follow the road straight down, straight past the T-junction, and it'll be the very last sign that will tell you the speed limit towards the bottom, and take a right straight after that sign, and then follow the dirt road around, and it'll take you into the sheep. Up by field 26, 27, something like that. I just need to check the dinner. I'll be right back.
Dinner? Oh yeah, it's getting up at 4 o'clock, isn't it?
Right, let's see. Are you going to see it as a bunker now? This is the modded version. Oh, not the modded version, the save game.
I might take some dark oak and turn it to charcoal, because...
And the answer to that is you do not see that one as. So let's do it in a new game. Why did I minimize? And go into because when I gave the coordinates for the sheep zone, it put the sheep zone up in the air. So I changed all the
Okay.
coordinates to 0 for the X, Y and Z, and then it put it where it should be, spawned it in where it should be. So I'm wondering if that's the same problem that the bunker's been having. That it's spawning it up in the air somewhere. The answer is no, because I ain't getting any interaction. Damn. Error can't load that, that's nothing to do with the map. Let's bring... oh, of course. Well, I've got the F1 menu up now, so if it's... but it's not recognising it. 50% sugar beets. Is it the F1 menu that would do here? It's not the bottom right now. Okay, so I'll have to mess around with that, but I'm going to have to end the stream and sort dinner out and all the rest of that stuff. So.
No, I'm gonna have to go eat my dinner as well.
So I'm going to say goodbye and see you all later. See ya.
Bye bye.
See ya.